So recently we found out that JD is dating again. He's dating this woman right here. She represented him in the UK situation. So he's been with her for a while now, I guess. They're saying it's not serious, but they're just kind of hanging out and having a good time. Great. This is not a new story. This has been out for like a week or so now, and I wasn't going to cover it because it's like, oh, he's dating somebody. Big deal. He's just moving on with his life. But then this pops up in my feed, and now I'm like just laughing because does she need to have her name attached to everything that he does? AH doesn't care who JD dates amid romance with libel lawyers, source says. She doesn't care, but she still comments on it. By the way, the source, definitely 100% Eve Barlow. That's who leaks everything out that she says. She's a very, very useful idiot. So this woman, I'm going to go over what she says here. So amid the news of JD's new romance with one of his lawyers, the actor's ex-wife, AH, isn't paying attention to the romance. ET confirmed on Thursday that JD is dating his lawyer, Jolie Rich, who represented the actor in the 2020 libel lawsuit in the UK. A source tells ET Amber isn't paying attention to Johnny or his personal life. She doesn't care who he dates and just wants to move forward with her life, the source adds. Yeah, right. If you don't care, why are you commenting? If you just want to move on, why are you hiring giant PR firms and people like Charles Boozy or whatever his name is, that Boozy guy that is just a huge clown, and Kat Tenenbarge, Taylor Lorenz? Like, why are you hiring all of these people to do your dirty work? Why are you trying to attach your name to every single thing that the man does? And that's what she's doing right now. Because if you search AH, now her name pops up, JD dating. And it's not just this search result. She also now pops up on just his name. So here's JD right here. And okay, so JD and Jolie Rich's relationship is non-exclusive. JD's new lawyer girlfriend used to represent Meghan Markle. JD and his attorney are dating. JD, new girlfriend. JD, dating lawyer. All of this stuff. But eventually, we come down, boom, right here from Marka. AH's reaction to JD dating his lawyer. Do you see this? This is her attaching her name to everything that he does. So what happened? So this was the first outlet to cover it, I believe, which was back in September 22nd. I saw a different article that covered this article that had just been published recently. So what happens? A story comes out. It's talking about JD's new love interest. AH wants to make sure her thoughts on it are out there, even though she says she doesn't care. Tells Eve Barlow to go talk to ET. ET finds out she doesn't care and wants to move on with her life. And now we have a bunch of articles saying that AH said this when they search JD. Attaching herself. Notice if something happens with her, you never hear about JD's thoughts on it. You only hear about hers. And that's because she desperately wants to make sure that her name is attached to every single new thing that the man does. There's big tactics behind everything. This is how you know that. Like, look at this. So there are a lot of rumors floating around about her daughter and her, and that she might be renting her baby. And just to be clear, I'm not saying that that's true. I'm not saying it's true. But people do have legitimate questions and want answers because it does look like the baby in the same time periods, like they don't look right. And it's always these manufactured pictures like this, like, oh, let's get her here. You don't see the baby's face either, really, in any of them. And it's really strange. When you see her out anywhere, you never see the baby. Like, she never has the baby with her. It's just a strange thing. Like, recently, she was in, and she might still be in Israel, and there's pictures of her having dinner with Eve Barlow. No baby. Like, the baby's never around. So now, boom, published 5 hours ago, all about her daughter. So now you have this big article about her daughter when people were questioning if there's anything out there. So, boom, obviously she goes to Giant Freaking Robot, somebody in her PR machine, and wants an article about her and her baby to kind of squash that down. It's just, you can tell by the way that this is all going around, with her, and anything that happens is all tactics, and she wants to attach herself firmly to him. That's why you see this. And it's like, boom, now when you search JD, oh, here's all this latest news, but let's make sure that we get AH's thoughts on it. But yet she doesn't care and wants to move on with her life. Also, by the way, Nate the lawyer suing Boozy and his Bot Sentinel company. Really, really awesome. Boozy has put out a lot of fake stuff. His reports are garbage. And the media uses him as a credible source to try to take down people that support JD and call out AH's BS. So I think there's some really interesting stuff going on here. I'm going to have to get him back on a Flashcast, and we're going to have to go over this again because this is something I like to see. I like seeing this because for so long now, we've had people like Boozy out there just trying to destroy people. And I like seeing people fight back. So I hope this goes well. I'm going to follow this for sure, and I will let you know how things go. We just have to wait. Like, we're still in the very early stages of all this, but I know lawyers are hired, and he's got like a GoFundMe going. So make sure you check that out. He's on Locals over there. You can help him out there too. At Nate the Lawyer over on Twitter. Go check him out. He's got a YouTube channel as well, Nate the Lawyer, and you can watch a lot of content on what's going on exactly if you want to find out now. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please subscribe. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.